Have you ever noticed that some people don't talk much, but when they do, it feels like they've already thought about everything? They're quiet in groups. They listen more than they speak. And yet, their minds are constantly active. This isn't shyness. And it's not a lack of ideas. It's a specific psychological pattern. Here's the psychology of people who stay quiet but think a lot. Their mind works faster than conversations move. For some people, thinking happens faster than speaking. By the time a conversation reaches one point, their mind has already explored 5 different angles. So instead of jumping in, they pause. They analyze tone. They observe reactions. They connect ideas silently. Psychology links this to deep cognitive processing. Their brain prefers understanding over reacting. Talking too quickly would interrupt their thinking. So silence becomes a way to keep clarity. They process internally, not out loud. Many people think by talking. Quiet thinkers think by withdrawing. They replay what was said. They test different interpretations. They imagine consequences before speaking. This internal dialogue is constant. That's why they may seem distant during conversations. But internally, they're fully engaged. Psychologically, this reflects a strong inner narrative. Their mind feels safer processing alone than performing in real time. Silence is a form of self-protection. Quiet thinkers often learned early that words have weight. They don't speak unless it feels accurate. They don't react unless it feels necessary. Psychology calls this inhibitory control, the ability to pause instead of impulsively reacting. Silence becomes a filter. It protects them from being misunderstood, from saying something they can't take back. They'd rather be quiet than imprecise. They are highly sensitive to mental noise, small talk, surface conversations, loud emotional reactions. For deep thinkers, this creates mental overload. Their brain naturally looks for patterns, meaning, and depth. When an environment lacks that, they retreat inward. This isn't avoidance. It's regulation. Psychologically, their nervous system stays balanced by reducing external input. Silence gives their mind space to breathe. They feel more than they show. Quiet thinkers often experience emotions intensely, but they don't express them immediately. They observe what they feel before naming it. They need time to understand their emotional response. Psychology connects this to emotional depth combined with high self-awareness. They don't react dramatically. They absorb. From the outside, they seem calm. Inside, a lot is happening. They are often misunderstood because they don't verbalize their thoughts. Others may assume they don't have many. They get labeled as distant, cold, uninterested. But the reality is the opposite. Their silence usually means they're thinking carefully about people, about meaning, about consequences. Psychologically, this creates a gap between perception and reality. They are mentally present but socially underestimated. Their thoughts don't stop when the conversation ends. When the room gets quiet, their mind doesn't. They replay conversations. They reflect on what wasn't said. They connect ideas long after everyone else moved on. This isn't overthinking by choice. It's how their mind processes the world. Their silence during the moment often means deeper thinking later. Silence is not emptiness. For these people, silence is full of questions, connections, observations. Psychology shows that deep thinkers rely more on internal stimulation than external validation. They don't need constant interaction to feel engaged. Their mind already is. So if you stay quiet but think a lot, it doesn't mean you lack confidence. It means your mind prefers depth over noise, meaning over performance, understanding over reaction. The world often rewards the loudest voice, but some minds are designed to work quietly, and that quiet doesn't mean nothing is happening. It means something important is forming. If this felt familiar, you're not alone. And if you want more psychology that explains the patterns behind how you think, feel, and react, subscribe and click one of the videos on your screen. Because sometimes, understanding yourself starts in silence.